welcome back to my Resident Evil guide videos for all the treasures. This one will be the second out of the 3 videos for all treasures. This will be the castle video for all treasures for the castle section of the storyline. So we'll be doing the main treasures, then the DLC treasures, which will be classified as extended. But I will have in the video the amount of treasures, the amount of total treasures, the amount of total keys in the section that we're doing, and the amount of locked drawers in the section we're doing. Those will be on the bottom right of the video, so that way you can go through back at any time to check and see what your total count is at that point. And on the left side we'll have the count of the non-DLC treasures, and then we'll also have a separate count for the DLC treasures on the left side and where they're located, pretty much. So like the castle entrance per se, we'll put castle entrance or castle like gate entrance or something. But yeah, I will also put them into the description as per each chapter in order that they are in my video, so that way you guys can jump to that section and go through and see if you missed any up to that point. But they'll also have the timestamps next to them, the treasure that's there, and what section it's in. Just trying to make it as easy as possible for you, so that in case you just missed one treasure out of all of them in a section, you can just jump straight to whatever one you're missing. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump into this and get you all those castle treasures. Alrighty, at the start of chapter 7, we will be entering through the castle gates, coming up to this merchant courtyard here. So from here, just head around this broken down carriage thing. Just hook around the wall. There's a chest right here. Gives you your vintage compass. That is our first treasure for non-DLC. Alright, our first DLC treasure in chapter 7 will be when you get to the part where they start shooting at you with catapults. You'll come up to this staircase here. Then to the left, there's the gate here, and you'll see a lantern just above it. And that'll be your first DLC treasure for a Sapphire. Alright, so when you get to the part where you can use the cannon to shoot down the other cannons, there should be 4 of them, and then blow up the gate. After that, or before that, depending on how crazy you want it to be while you're doing this, just jump down the little hole next to the cannon, run around the circle, go through the door to the left, then up the ladder, up the little scaffolding, make a U-turn, jump down, then against this wall over here will be your chest, which will have another elegant bangle. After entering the audience chamber area, this is the audience chamber. I'm guessing this is still the audience chamber, but I don't know. So you just run up here. You'll have to kill some enemies. But then you make your way to the left. You have Ashley go up here, unlock this door. And after you unlock that, just head down behind where the door is up there, and come all the way to the end here, and you will get your next treasure, which is an elegant perfume bottle, non-DLC treasure. From where you just got the last treasure, which is down here behind the main entrance, you just come through the audience chamber like you would normally for the storyline. You'll go wrong way. You'll go through this crack in the wall. After that, you'll look this way, there'll be some breakables. And once you come over here, just look up, shoot the lantern, you get another ruby. Our next treasure, after you fight the blind creature thing in the basement, or dungeons as it says, you'll make your way back around, and you'll need to open up the gate that had a key in order to open it. You go up the ladder there, and we'll just make our way around here. And right on this cabinet here, there's a spinel. After you make your way through the dungeons, then up the ladder, you'll come into this room here, which I think is probably still the treasury. I don't know if this has a name or not, but you come up the ladder here, you come around this way, and you come all the way to where this door is. There's a lantern right above it. Well, not right above it, but you know what I meant. Silver token. It's a DLC treasure, by the way. After you pass by the treasury, you'll come into this kind of like a sideways L-shaped room, where you come back into the upper audience chamber. There's a chest right here before the door, which will be a gold bangle. So if you make your way through the treasury into the upper audience chamber, like you have to in order to progress the storyline, make your way to the right as soon as you come out that door, to the second chandelier. You'll see the one over there, and then there's this one right before the wall. Jump across. Don't forget to lower the ladder down on that side to get back up faster. But then you can come over here, drop down, and right in here will be your next treasure. It is the golden hourglass. When you pass through the door where you have to shoot the two well, not shoot. You have to hit the two gongs in the upper audience chamber and make your way through the door to the east, and then come down into this area where I'm at now. It doesn't have a name, otherwise I'd tell you that. So when you hear Salazar talking over the audio speaker, where is it? Yeah, where'd it go? This thing. He'll talk over that. Just turn to the right from where that is, and up above is another lantern. Shoot that down. This will be your last DLC treasure in Chapter 8. Alrighty, our first treasure in Chapter 8 will be in the wine cellar, where you have to get the crimson flame from the dude in the red cloak. I got turned around this way. I was looking at the map backwards. You gotta get the crimson flame from this guy. They'll be standing up here and it'll make your character go all crazy. But if you go behind him, from where he was standing, there's a treasure box here. You'll get mirror and pearls and rubies. Alright, after the wine cellar, you go through the door. You can't get this treasure yet because you need Ashley to go through there. But if you go through the door, before the room here, this long hallway, where you get to the stone tablet room, where you have to do the puzzle, shoot this down. This would be your first DLC treasure, which is an Alexandrite. And if you head down this hallway here, which is just to the left, leads to the bindery, open the door, do a U-turn, and look up in the corner here is your second DLC treasure. And then from there, turn left. We can't get the locked one in there yet because we don't have the key just yet. But if you come over here, get a treasure box, gives you an extravagant clock. Almost said extravagant clock. So after the bindery area, you'll head down 2 hallways here. You come to this room where you'll see a shadow bolt by, which leads you into those dog creatures. But if you come over here near the window, on this box right here, there will be a small key. we're gonna run back and open up that locked drawer, almost called a chest, so we can get another treasure. So just head back to the bindery. And then just to the left of the door, going back towards the wine cellar. Just unlock this drawer, give you another treasure. And it is a brass pocket watch. Alright, our next treasure, after you leave the merchant, or you come into the castle battlements area, you'll come down this long bridge, kill some stuff, then you'll enter this big tower here. So we're just gonna run all the way up. Just follow the stairs. You'll have to kill some creatures along the way, obviously. Come through here. You'll have to shoot the thing there or solve the puzzle, and then shoot the thing. It'll be like right there on the outside of the building. Let's climb up the ladder. Then we'll have to go around, kill a couple more enemies. Go up here, and in this chest you'll have your next treasure, which is an emerald. Yay! So this part might be a little bit confusing. So from that tower where you got the last treasure, which is the first tower you'll enter after leaving the merchant, just head to the door instead of going through the bridge part. So this is where you would go down from the bridge if you know how to shoot the thing to open the door. If you don't, obviously this probably won't be that confusing. So you just go down the ladder in that room, then you'll have to come down here, which is where you jump down at. Just go through this pathway, kill stuff. Obviously you'll have to hit that switch to open the door. Just come in here, have to climb up. And you would want to hit that if you're going to do the puzzle part here, to go that way. But don't go that way yet. Just jump down this hole. We'll get hit in the head by a flying scythe. And then just do a U-turn, open this, and you'll get your next treasure, which is an Ornate Necklace. Alright, our next treasure, and it should be the last one of chapter 8. I had to remember what chapter I was on. You will make your way to the second tower. You climb up to the top, get attacked by a giant Gargantuan or Algigantin or whatever it's called. Make your way to the third tower, and you'll have to jump down twice. You'll make your way into this room here. And if you look up, there's a lantern, which you shoot down, and you'll get a ruby. Alrighty, our starting treasure is a DLC treasure, and it'll be, so you'll start right in this, dang it Ashley, so you start in this room here, which is the start of chapter 9, when you meet Ashley. Turn out the door here, going to the right, and just to the right outside the door, you'll find a treasure in this box, which is a golden token. This is chapter 9, by the way. Alrighty, so coming into the courtyard, if you follow this northern path here, all the way through, till you get to the fountain statue, whatever that circle thing is there, then you make your way into this little cubby area. You'll have a treasure in this box, which will give you an elegant chessboard. It's our first non-DLC of this chapter. After you manage to open the gate to continue to the Grand Hall from the courtyard, to make your way back through to the merchant here. We're gonna head through the wine cellar area again to the place that we saw earlier that we couldn't get because we needed Ashley with us. So just head through here. Go through here. Yeah, right here.
Come on.
Then she'll have to open the door up for you. It'll lead to your next treasure, which it'll be a Depraved Idol. Ow! Hello. Well, I forgot that thing's gonna attack me. They just opened this chest up, and there's the Depraved Idol for you. That's pretty cool. After making your way into the Grand Hall, after coming through the courtyard, just head straight, so right past the merchant store. There's a statue right here. Shoot the lantern off of it. You get an Alexandrite. Alright, so our next key, after you enter the Grand Hall, just make your way up the stairs to the second floor. Then in the northern section, there's the first room here, where you have to go to statues and kill them. Ashley will say something about you wearing the armor. And then this left cabinet here, before you continue down the hallway, there's your next small key. Our next treasure, which is the DLC treasure, make your way to the second floor of the Grand Hall after you come through the courtyard. And then just up in this north room here, where you find a small key in that cabinet. If you turn around from the small key, there's this lantern hanging up. And just shoot it down and you'll get a silver token. After you go through the northern section where the armory is, come through and grab the cubic device from the chest in that room. You make your way back into the merchant's area, and we'll get a treasure from this cubic device thingy here. Oh, gotta rotate it. Just gotta solve how to use this thing real quick. It's my brain's not working. This way? This way. That was annoying. You get a butterfly lantern from this. Yay. That's in the merchant's room. Alrighty, so if you make your way into the gallery area, like you have to normally for the storyline, at the end there's the goat mask, not mask, statue thing that you had to find. The goat head. Normally you would have to hit this lever, but there's a way you can kind of cheese it. If you throw a grenade, before the little cutscene, it'll blow up before he has a chance to hit it, which then you can just run across. If not, you have to hit the lever there, to open up this, apparently. I did that once. I did the lever and it raises the thing up. But anyway, there's a treasure in here in the gallery. Right underneath the bridge thing you run across. It's a yellow diamond. So from the Grand Hall, just take the gondola thing through the merchant's room. It'll bring you all the way back to, well, relatively the audience chamber. But when you get off of it, just hook around and go over here. That'll give you a DLC treasure, the Elegant Crown. After backtracking using the gondola, make your way back into the audience chamber here. We'll open this locked drawer, which will give us the gold bar. Then after that treasure, just turn to the left, go into this little doorway here. Since we have the cubic device, fight with your brain cells, and yeah, open this thing real quick. Wrong way. No, that's not it. That work? Works. Nice. Yay! Now we get a statue. A Justitia Statue? I think that's how you pronounce it. And now we just head all the way back using the gondola, because now we have to go into the library. Before going into the library, you should be at 20 out of 41 for the treasures, as it says on the bottom right there. You'll see the numbers on your map. Alright, so in the library, after you grab the bunch of keys from that table over there, just head down the stairs, make a left, hug this left wall, crouch under here, and there'll be a chest right here for you. Use the second key from the left. Open this up and grab our treasure, which is an elegant perfume bottle. Alright, so after you take the elevator to the north of the library, which it will be the third key if you're wondering what it is for that, just head up here. You'll get a cutscene with Leon or whoever over here. She'll run up to the door and say Leon, because he's stuck down there. But I'm gonna run over here. Which side was it? Not that side, this side. Then the treasure chest is gonna be the fourth key. Then you open this up, and you will get a sapphire. We have one more treasure that we can get in Chapter 9 before we start the next one. After you open the door with all these statues in this long hallway to come through the mausoleum into where you have to get the insignia, just after, before you turn that corner, go right over here, just open this. Be the first key, by the way. Open this up and you will get your last treasure of this chapter. So after you, we start in Chapter 10, you'll come out the cage to the north, just head to the south part of the room you're in, and right here on the ground will be your treasures you collected with Ashley. They'll just drop onto the ground, and just pick those up. So in the library, when you had to grab the bunch of keys from the table here, you just turn around, and there'll be this wall thing here. You have to do the cube puzzle, I guess would be what it would be called. Oop, wrong way. And you just put that in there, and you'll get the CQBR assault rifle. Oh, sorry, CQBR. And that'll be our first treasure for Chapter 10. From this point where you had put the tablet in here to free Leon, or to open this up so you can go free Leon, turn right, go down the staircase area, and then right before the door, there's going to be a lantern. Oop, there it is. Oop. That'll be your first DLC treasure, which is the yellow diamond of Chapter 10. So from where you put this tablet in order to go that way to free Leon at the end of the last chapter, we're going to make a left, and right here is another device thing we have to open, which opens with this one. And we will get the, what's it called? Golden Lynx. It's like, I know it's a lynx, but I don't know what color it is. Yeah, Golden Lynx. Alright. And then let's jump to the next one. Next treasure. So if you come up to this point where you have to enter the big giant circle room here, that door is locked, so you have to go up the stairs to the left, which is over here. Get attacked by some bug creatures. Just do a full U-turn after entering the door, and this little hidey spot here is your next DLC treasure, which is a silver token. Our next treasure is in the ballroom, this big circle room here. So this is where you'll enter in from the first time entering the ballroom. So we're just gonna head down the stairs real quick. We're gonna make a left, go under this thing, and it's gonna be hanging right here. And that's your next treasure, Ruby. So in the ballroom, facing the east side towards the gate, just turn around and face the door that you have to unlock. Well, you don't have to, but the door that was locked before that you couldn't go through. Just unlock that if you want. Then head down this left path after you turn around. Head through here. You get a couple bugs attacking you. Go around behind the ladder. Grab your chest here that has treasure in it, which is the Ornate Beetle. Then I get smacked too. So after you get all the way through the depths to this area where you have to climb up the ladder, which is this is kind of an entrance. So you just go through here. Ladder. The ladder's in there. I was like, where'd the ladder go? So this dead guy right here is gonna have the elegant crown right next to him, which is your next treasure. After climbing out the depths and making your way into this sewer-looking area, the first path, or the first dead end on the left, will be a lantern hanging up from up above. Just shoot that down, grab your red Beryl, and yeah, that's our next treasure. I think we got 2 more treasures, but we gotta do those in the area where you have to activate the power for the elevator. In the tunnel here after leaving the depths, all the way at the end pretty much, when you get to the merchants area, there's going to be a lantern right above the door. This will be a DLC treasure, and it's a Spinel. So after you make your way to this room where you have to activate the, or not where you have to activate the power, but where the elevator is, you need the power for it. You'll end up fighting a creature. It slows down with nitrogen. It freezes it pretty much. But there's a treasure here on the eastern wall. So if you come from the merchant, after coming out of the depths, come to the merchant, just follow the path, and then the first right here, you'll head up into this room. Shoot this down, you'll get your treasure, which is an emerald. It's a DLC treasure, by the way. So after turning on the power at the end of the underground laboratory path, in order to activate the elevator, just head back towards the elevator, and then your first left, you'll enter this rectangle room right here. You just run down it, and right at the end, you'll get a treasure, which will be a yellow diamond. Whoa! That was rude. After you turn the power on in the underground laboratory, you'll get chased by a kind of like one of the alien vs predator creatures in a way. Kill him and you'll get a treasure called a gold monocle, which is he's a bit of a pain. Just keep freezing him with these things. They shoot out nitrous oxide or something, whatever it is that it's called. It freezes them and then you can damage him. You could probably damage him without it, but he's rather fast and annoying. So just be careful. But that will be the end of the chapter 10 treasures. Now you just go on the elevator. And just activate the power and go up. Alrighty, so our first treasure in chapter 11 will be when you go to the mines section, where there's the dynamite that you grab. If this is your first playthrough, obviously this is where you would go, because you don't know how to skip the rock formation there, or you may not have enough currency to do it. But you come up into the mines, and there's the first DLC treasure for chapter 11 is right over here, just behind this debris on the southwestern-ish part of the mines section. If you look right up here, there's the bridge lever in that building. So if you just come out and go to the left and look up, shoot down the lantern, which will give you a DLC treasure for Spinel. The first non-DLC treasure, don't ask me why I went around that way, I have no clue, is in the mines. So on the way back out of here, right before you turn left to get the dynamite, the bridge is over that way. Dynamite's over that way. So if you go up these stairs and turn left and just look up, got the lantern right above, which is your first normal treasure for a Sapphire. The second non-DLC treasure in Chapter 11 is in the mines on the way back out. So if you come this way, you grab the dynamite. This is what you need to blow up the rocks.
Dynamite, huh?
So if you head out from this room, then you turn left,
Yeah.
and then
Should make
left
quick work of
before
the
you
dead
go
end.
back that way to jump down. You come in here, you'll get another treasure, which is a golden hourglass. After the fight against the two giant creatures in the blast furnace room, this big room, you fight two of those creatures, ogres, trolls, whatever you want to call them. Just head in here after he unlocks the door,
Well, that was
and
weird.
on this
You're keeping
workbench
those
or
things
whatever it is,
down here too?
you'll find a chest.
The
Should give
underground
you a
has
Illuminados pendant, which is the DLC treasure.
See, this is where the
After your first minecart race fight thing from the mines, you'll come out off the railway track. You'll have to go up here. You'll be in the stopover, is what this little rest station's called, before you have to go into another minecart thing. So right before the second set of, well, I guess technically third set of stairs, right before the minecart. So, right up here is the second minecart area. Just before these stairs, just turn right, and there's a treasure chest right on this balcony, which will give you a flagon. This is the DLC treasure. This is the non-DLC treasure, so that's the normal one. You are in the hive, and you get to this point where you're on the last section before you go to the elevator. You just turn around. You'll see these mine carts here. Obviously, you'll have to pass them on the way. So if you come up to this intersection, because you kind of have to at some point, no matter which way you go, there will be 4 paths. So this is the way you come from. So you'll be facing this way. You see a shovel next to a minecart. To the left will lead you out into the main room. To the right's a dead end, some loot. But if you go straight, there's a treasure at the back of this tunnel here, which is the last one for Chapter 11, which is a gold bar large. Or large gold bar, depending on how you want to say it. After the fight in Chapter 11, you'll start off, and then you take the elevator down, which is this thing. You take it down, you'll come to an area with a merchant, save point, and then the box next to the gondola thing, where you have to take that to go up to the next area. But to the right here on the table, you'll find a little chest, or casket, case, whatever you want to call it, which is our final small key. We need that to unlock the last drawer, which is, where am I? Where am I? Oh, there we go. It's up here in one of the towers that we saw before when we were running through. Our first treasure in Chapter 12 will be the DLC treasure, which is in the throne room. So if you're facing the throne right before the staircase, just run up the staircase, make a left, and it's right here. Right on the little pedestal. It's an ornate necklace. Our second treasure, the first non-DLC treasure, be over here in the locked treasure thing. You require the square box. It's on the opposite side from where the throne is. So, throne's right there. That's where the DLC treasure was. So if you go to the right of the stairs instead of the left, just open this thing real quick. Why does that feel wrong? Because it is wrong. It's very weird. There we go. Ta-da! I was just not understanding that one. Anyway, this will be our treasure, which is a golden chicken egg. Which there's also a request for you to sell it if you wish to sell it. Our next treasure is outside the courtyard on the west side. So if you just make your way through the Grand Hall, so from the last one we were in the throne room. So make your way all the way through the ballroom, through the Grand Hall, and through the courtyard, back to this area where we were, I think in chapter, what, 7, 8, somewhere around there. After we lost Ashley at one point. Anyway, so we're gonna head back over here, just to the left of the courtyard. So you'll come by this area. There'll be a merchant right there. But if you turn around from the door of the merchant, shoot the crow's nest, we will get a scratched emerald, which is also a request item. So after you enter this tower here at the end of the battlements area, just make it first right. You'll have to kill some enemies. Just loop behind the ladder, and then use your small key on the drawer. Almost said treasure chest. You'll get an Ornate Beetle, and that is the last of the key treasure chest ones, where you need to find a small key, because there's only 8 of them, and there's 8 drawers. So yeah, now we will head to the clock tower. After entering the clock tower, from the gondola area, you just enter from the base. You'll look at this area and get a cutscene as soon as you walk far enough in. Just make a heavy left around these sandbags. You'll get your treasure right here, which is a gold bar. After heading up from the base of the clock tower, so you just head up the staircase to the northeast, make your way up, and then you'll come up to the second platform here, which is the second staircase. This is the second one. So you come up, and you'll find some scaffolding going around to the left, and a blockade to the right. So just go to the right, go to the blockade, look up, and you just shoot this down, and you'll find the Alexandrite. That is on the second floor. This is the third staircase, by the way, in case you're wondering. Right here. So when you get to the top of the clock tower section where the guy was dropping these ball things on you, these things, just turn to the right of that lever. Don't go down the ladder yet. Go over here, and we will grab this treasure here, which is the mirror with pearls and rubies. And after that, just jump down here, run across it, grab this treasure, which is the Extravagant Clock. And we have one more of each treasure in this section. So, yeah. After you finish the elevator lift fight, where you have to kill the enemies and make it so that the lift can keep climbing, there'll be this door here, which lets you continue through the main objective area. But if you turn around when you get to that door and look up slightly above where you came from, just shoot down this lantern here, and this will be a silver token, which is your last DLC treasure of chapter, what are we on, 12, I believe? I think we're on 12. Yeah. When you get to the section of the main storyline where you see Ashley being dragged through that door over there, you'll come to this part where where there's these rickety wooden planks. You have to walk across them slowly, shoot down that lantern at the end, and then just slowly walk across this. If you run, it's just gonna collapse, so don't run across it. And then just grab your last treasure of this chapter, which is the yellow diamond. And you should get the achievement pop-up saying you just got all the treasures in a single playthrough in the castle. Now all we got left is the island. Woo. after you kill Salazar in chapter 12, you will get a lip balm thingy. Lip Rouge, however you want to pronounce that, which is the very last treasure from chapter 12. It doesn't count towards the achievement, as you get this right before you fight this dude. So, you don't have to worry about it, but it sells for 24,000, so it's always good if you plan on doing like a max gold or something run. Alrighty, our last DLC treasure of chapter 12 is after you fight Salazar, you come down the lift and just continue making your way through towards our objective. So after this doorway here, just look up. Where'd it go? There it is. So after the thing here, to the doorway, and then there's an archway. Just look up, shoot down the lantern, and get your yellow diamond, which is the last DLC treasure of chapter 12. Alright, and that'll bring us to the end of this guide video. Hopefully this helped you guys. If it did, I also have my All Treasures Village guide video up that I will put here at the end of the video, so that you can just click on it, or it'll also be in the description, so that way you can click on that, and when the whole playlist is completed, which I just need the island section video completed, then I will have the playlist in there for all 3 of them, so that you can just watch them all back to back if you want to. But hopefully this helps, and if you know anyone else who may want to find all the treasures, either for making it so that they can get more cash in the game, or so that they can get the achievements, just share this with them. I'm sure they'll appreciate it as much as I would. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next guide video. Peace.